What if I told you the richest man on the planet once lived on $1 a day, showered at the YMCA, and turned down a job at Netscape that would have made him millions? Hey hustlers! Welcome back to Entrepreneur Uncovered, where we peel back the glossy magazine covers and get to the weird, wild truth about the world's business titans. Today, we're dissecting the enigma wrapped in a Twitter post, wrapped in a rocket ship, Elon Musk. Forget the headlines you've seen. Forget the memes. These are the 10 insane facts about Elon that the algorithm doesn't want you to know. Let's blast off in 3, 2, 1. Fact number 1. He taught himself to code at age 10. When most kids were trading Pokemon cards, 10-year-old Elon was teaching himself computer programming without Google, without YouTube tutorials, just a manual and sheer determination. By age 12, he'd already created and sold his first video game, Blastar, for about $500. Oh, and did I mention he coded it entirely from scratch? While you were mastering hopscotch, Elon was mastering basic programming language. But wait, if you think that's impressive, you haven't seen anything yet. Fact number 2. He almost died from malaria. Picture this. It's 2000, Elon's visiting South Africa, and boom! He's hit with the worst case of malaria doctors had seen in someone who wasn't already dead. He lost 45 pounds, spent weeks hallucinating in a hospital bed, and came this close to checking out permanently. His doctors told him another day of delayed treatment and he'd be gone. Elon's response after recovery? Vacation is the worst. Classic understatement from a man who stares death in the face and shrugs it off like a mild inconvenience. Speaking of cheating death, did you know Elon's childhood was basically a highlight reel of near-death experiences? Fact number 3. He survived shocking childhood bullying. While we're all familiar with the billionaire space cowboy, few realize that young Elon was once thrown down a flight of stairs and beaten so badly by school bullies that he had to be hospitalized. The bullying was so severe that he had to transfer schools. Those bullies are probably kicking themselves now, or maybe working in one of his factories. Plot twist. The kid they used to torment now literally sends rockets into space for fun. If that's not the ultimate revenge story, I don't know what is. But the drama doesn't stop there. Let me tell you about Elon's bizarre college living situation. Fact number 4. He turned his college apartment into a nightclub college. Elon didn't just study, he hustled. While at the University of Pennsylvania, he and his roommate rented a 10-bedroom house, transformed it into a nightclub on weekends, and charged admission. Sometimes 500 people would show up. This makeshift nightclub funded their rent and then some. The guy who's now worth billions once paid his bills by being the campus party king. I'm guessing this wasn't mentioned in his Tesla CEO application. Now, speaking of unexpected career moves, fact number 5. He was rejected by Netscape. Plot twist. The tech titan was once rejected for a job at Netscape. Yes, that Netscape, the prehistoric web browser your parents used before Firefox was even a glimmer in Mozilla's eye. Elon showed up at their office unannounced, resume in hand. No interview, no callback, just awkward silence. Imagine being the HR person who passed on Elon Musk. That's a career oopsie for the history books. But maybe getting rejected was a blessing in disguise, because what Elon did next is actually mind-blowing. Fact number 6. He survived on $1 a day. Before his billions, Elon wanted to see if he had what it took to be an entrepreneur. His self-imposed challenge? Live on $1 a day. That meant bulk buying hot dogs, oranges, and pasta, and showering at the YMCA. This wasn't some trust fund kid playing poor. This was Elon's way of proving to himself he could survive if his ventures failed. Spoiler alert, they didn't fail. But the hot dog diet probably explains why he's so passionate about putting a taco truck on Mars. But wait until you hear about his reading habits. Fact number 7. He read the entire Encyclopedia Britannica. While other kids were reading comic books, young Elon devoured the entire Encyclopedia Britannica. Yes, all 32 volumes. From A to Z. When he ran out of books to read in his local library, he just kept reading, up to 2 books a day, which explains a lot about why he can casually drop knowledge bombs about rocket science, artificial intelligence, and tunneling technology. Some people binge Netflix. Elon binged knowledge, but his obsession with books isn't even the weirdest thing about him. Fact number 8. He owns a James Bond car that turns into a submarine. Remember that Lotus Esprit submarine car from The Spy Who Loved Me? Elon bought it at auction for nearly $1 million. But here's the kicker. He didn't know what it was when he bid on it. He just thought it looked cool. After finding out it was that car, he announced plans to actually make it transform and work underwater. Because when you're Elon Musk, why wouldn't you turn movie props into functional submarines? And speaking of bizarre purchases, fact number 9. He almost bought nuclear missiles from Russia. This isn't a plot from a Bond villain, it's actual Elon history. When starting SpaceX, he flew to Russia to buy refurbished intercontinental ballistic missiles to send payloads to Mars. The Russians thought he was joking, laughed in his face, and tried to extort him for $8 million per missile. Elon walked out and decided to just, build his own rockets instead, as one does. But perhaps the most surprising fact about Elon is fact number 10. He's technically homeless. Despite being worth hundreds of billions, Elon doesn't technically own a house. In 2020, he sold all his properties and now couch surfs at friends' homes or stays in spare rooms. The man who could buy entire countries prefers to live out of a suitcase. When asked why, he said he'd feel bad having a big empty house. Apparently, even billionaires get FOMO. So there you have it. 10 absolutely bonkers facts about the man who's colonizing Mars, while the rest of us are still trying to figure out TikTok algorithms. Love him or hate him, you've got to admit, Elon Musk is anything but boring. The question is, which of these facts surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below. If you enjoyed having your mind blown, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell. We've got more entrepreneur origin stories that'll make your jaw drop faster than Tesla stock after an Elon tweet. Until next time, this is Entrepreneur Uncovered, reminding you that the path to success is rarely a straight line. Sometimes it's a roller coaster, designed by a slightly unhinged genius. Deep abundance.